At the beginning, I would like to introduce myself. I am from Lithuania. I will tell you a little bit about the context of Lithuania, economical and social context of Lithuania, because I think not everybody knows my country, or maybe have not so many information about it. And I represent today two institutions. One of them is Vytautas Magnus University Education Academy. I'm working in this university as lecturer, and we are preparing the pedagogues for different subjects, and also for social pedagogues. It is like a new conglomerate, because under a construction of Lithuania higher education, one of university was closed. It was University of Educational Science, and now we have a department like Education Academy in this Vytautas Magnus University, because in Lithuania we have 3 universities for teacher training in different places of Lithuania. And also I represent a non-governmental organization, Lithuanian Social Pedagogues Association, where I am director of this organization from the beginning. We established this organization in 2002. Because the social pedagogues in Lithuanian school, or in Lithuanian our national level, we have since 2000. It was the beginning. I will tell you a little bit more later, and this year we can celebrate really 20th anniversary of social pedagogues in Lithuania. And also you can see the scientific interest of me and social pedagogy, alternative education, multicultural, non-formal education, and also qualitative research. And in this presentation, I would like to introduce how Lithuania solved the issues of social pedagogical assistance during the COVID-19 pandemic. And I thought a lot about how it would be better to make this presentation, and I decided also to include into my design of a presentation some more contextual things. Sometimes I am sorry for my English language, and I would like to introduce the contextualization of Lithuania, also the institution of social pedagogy in Lithuania, social pedagogical assistant or support in Lithuania, and also to speak about the last survey, the last research about the issues of social pedagogical assistance during COVID-19 pandemic. And today is a very symbolic day, because symbolic day for my presentation, because today we finished the quarantine after 3 months. Exactly 3 months we had a quarantine, and also today we finished the school year. And it's really very symbolic. So Lithuania is a very small country in Europe by Baltic Sea. We have population only 2.8 million, and the population of Lithuania is decreasing less and less every year because of very high emigration to another countries. And we had very strange history, because we restored our independence on 11th of March in 1999, and we celebrate 30th anniversary this year. And 15 years we were under pressure on Soviet Union time, and now we belong to European Union. Union. You know, when we speak about social pedagogical assistance and also about the phenomenon of social pedagogy, it's really very useful to know the context in which our kids are, our students, our teachers, and also our social pedagogical assistants are organized. And in this slide also you can see quite high number of people who are at risk of poverty or social exclusion, and about 23% of all population are at risk of poverty. And 1 from 10 pupils come from social disadvantaged family. And it's really big challenges for all social pedagogical support, and special it was a big challenge in the organization of social pedagogical support and also all learning process during this pandemic. And here you can see the very simple picture of our Lithuanian educational system. Our kids start from 6 or 7 years, and they finish secondary education when they are 19 years old. And sometimes it is like a misunderstanding, because social pedagogues should give social pedagogical assistance for kids, and kids in Lithuania are till 18 years, but now we have in the schools youngsters who are 19 years old, but they have a possibility to get also social pedagogical support. And here you can see the number of students in general education. And as I told you, what every year we have less and less population, and also we have less and less students. From one side, it is maybe not so bad, but from another side, it's really very bad, because we lost a lot of our population and also a lot of our kids. And here also you can see a very important number, but about 30,000 of pupils receive free meal. It means what they belong to disadvantaged and very poor families. And when we started with distance learning, and we counted how many pupils in Lithuania are without computer and also without internet at home, and it was about 35,000 of pupils in my country has any computer at home and also any internet at home. And here you can see also the school student pockets and non-formal education pockets. And this scheme, this picture I would like to show you, and you can see the decrease of teachers, students, and school every year. And so, in Lithuania, providing social pedagogical assistance is written in Republic of Lithuania law on education. The responsible institution for providing social pedagogical assistance is the Ministry of Education and Science and Sport. And also we have in national level, National Agency of Education. The key person for providing social pedagogical assistance in Lithuania is social pedagogues. And in the law of education is written, the main purpose of social pedagogical assistance in Lithuania is to help the parents to implement the child's right to education, to guarantee the child's safety at school, and to eliminate reasons because of which a child cannot attend at school or avoid attending the school. And there are 3 target groups of social pedagogical assistants. There are students, parents, and teachers. And also is very important when we speak about social pedagogical assistance in Lithuania. What key person, as I told you, is a social pedagogues, but it's necessary to cooperate with social assistance services, healthcare institution, local community, and also with another institution. So the concept, because I took a part more or less in this conference yesterday and today, and I had different discussion about the concept of social pedagogy in different countries. And the concept of social pedagogy in Lithuania was scientifically grounded at the end of 20th century, because as I told you, all education system and all environment changed very quickly after our independence in 1999. The main things when we speak about the concept of social pedagogy in Lithuania, it's like everybody maybe knows about the diamond model, and we are thinking also what every child has a potential to shine out like a diamond. And to help our kids and youngsters was created social pedagogical institution in every school. And it was since 2000, quite every school has one social pedagogues in the school. Some very big schools have more than one social pedagogues in the school, and very small school have the social pedagogues only for part-time, but there are also some schools without social pedagogues institution. The social pedagogues in Lithuania also are working in vocational education training, also in different youth clubs, child centers, child care centers, and in other places, but the most of them are working in general education and also in the kindergarten. But not so many kindergarten have a social pedagogues. So I would like to introduce you the model of social pedagogical assistant in Lithuania educational system. There are 3 levels. I can tell you what it's like a local or institution level, local level or region level, and also national level. I will start to explain a little bit about the first level, which is in the schools, in general education schools, and also in kindergarten. There are some specialists like social pedagogues, social speech therapists, special pedagogues, psychologists, and this team works at school and gives social pedagogical, also psychological and special pedagogical support. And every school in Lithuania has a child welfare commission to solve the biggest challenge in the institutional level. And the aim of this social pedagogical assistant in institution level is to provide primary pedagogical psychological assessment and special pedagogical psychological support in a nearest child's environment. And here I wrote some numbers like, no, this year we have 1,054 schools, and we have about 1,010 social pedagogues. And the second level of social pedagogical assistance, it's like a city or region level, and every city in Lithuania has a social pedagogical psychological service. Not every, because we have 16, and here I wrote you, but we have 57, because 3 cities are very, very small and they have any social pedagogical service. And this is the next level, the social local pedagogical psychological service. They assisting and supporting children with problems in educational process, and special for pupils with special needs and emotional behavior and problems. And they give a support for assistance for families and teachers. It means that it's very difficult to solve a problem in the local institution level. The second level is pedagogical psychological services. And the third level of the social pedagogical assistant in Lithuania is national level. And it is one institution in national level, National Agency for Education, and by Ministry of Science, Education and Sport. It is quite important to explain this model because of understanding what we did during the this pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic. And here I made a slide in my presentation about the phenomenon of extreme situation or extreme conditions. Everybody knows that in extreme conditions, it's very important to have an answer what to do, how to do, and who can help, because all routine activities in extreme condition are more or less destroyed, and no one has ever considered how to handle in very high risk situation. So what we did, the quarantine began in the middle of March, and we decided, our government decided to close all school students have the possibility to get free meals. And providing free meals for children from low-income families was also one of the biggest challenges for our social pedagogues. Also, it was the big challenge how to create a safe environment for pupils' individual consultation, because you can reach the students via different platforms, but who can understand, or how you can understand is safe or not safe to have individual consultation. And also the main challenges was how to reach pupils with big special needs, because some of them are in quite bad environment and situation. So in pupils level, it was defined some challenges, like a lack of knowledge of how to behave safely in cyberspace and how to store your personal data. And also the lack of about the responsibility of bullying, the dissemination of offensive information in cyberspace. And I should tell you one time more that this research was made during the first week of our distance learning. And in the level of parents, the main challenges was the lack of motivation and knowledge and how to help children learn online, and also how to create a learning environment at home. In the level of teachers, was identified the lack of knowledges and also abilities, how to prevent cyberbullying, how to manage student misconduct in cyberspace, and also how to communicate with conflicting parents and students who don't want to collaborate. So, what we did, what was our solution? And we start to think in national level after this survey what we can do. And the first step was to create a consortium of different partners. And in this picture, you can see the consortium. And from 4 different institutions. It was Ministry of Education, Science and Sport, Lithuanian Social-Pedagogical Association, National Agency of Education, and also we invited different universities. It's mean we invited 3 universities where you can find the training of social pedagogues. And we decided to create a program of support for providing and for social pedagogues. And we start to organize regular virtual meetings of Lithuanian social pedagogues. It means every Wednesday at 3 p.m. we invited everybody, every social pedagogues of Lithuania who would like to join these virtual meetings, and every meeting has a special topic, and also it was a place just for question, answer, and discussion. Also, we organize virtual meetings with headmasters and social pedagogues, because the activity of social pedagogues depends on the approach of headmaster. And also we had virtual individual consultation for social pedagogues, not all consortium, but only Lithuanian Social Pedagogues Association. It's me as person, and also different universities. Our professors had also regular time for individual consultation. Also, we had different webinars on the most important topics, also universities and Lithuanian social pedagogues. And it was really very, very useful things. A lot of topics, a lot of questions, a lot of answers, and every this topic was like very good to collect more and more information what we should do. We start prepare different methodological material. And we created a special digital platforms and also new network of social pedagogues in national and regional level. We start to disseminate the good practice in the context of social pedagogical assistant, because at the beginning, our social pedagogues, the biggest challenge was how to survive, what I should do, what I can do, how I organize the social pedagogical assistance. But every week it was, the situation was better and better, because everybody understands what social pedagogical assistance we can organize also in not only face-to-face way, but also in online way. It was like a redistribution of power when different stakeholders were invited into the process of social pedagogical assistance. And so, and what we have learned, I prepare this picture in this slide, this illustration, what walking on the water was so old-fashioned. Now I surf. And it's mean what we really did a lot of things, and we learned new lessons. And what we are doing now, we started to create a plan in national level of social pedagogical assistance in new extreme conditions. It's mean everybody are speaking what we are waiting the COVID-19 pandemic #2, maybe in autumn, maybe later. And we start to think how we can survive in this situation. Also, we create a plan how to deal with another extreme conditions. It means how to solve new social economical problems. A lot of families of parents lost the job. The big unemployment, increasing of social risk, more and more poor families, also physical and psychological health is worse, and how to deal with such challenges. Also, it's very important how we can help for our pupils who are in social economical advanced situation, because the learning achievement also are not so good for these kids. And we are speaking about new researches, maybe longitudinal researches, also on new topic of researches. Also, we are creating new training programs for social pedagogues, new methodological materials, and one also the most important thing, it's how we can enrich the educational environment of social pedagogues based on information technological communication tools. So, and it is the main things what I would like to tell you.
Okay, thank you very much. That was really interesting.